Big up Therapy Army. Welcome to United Real Therapy. Saeed, how you feeling, bro?
Yeah, not too bad, man. I've just got a swollen eye. Can you see my eye there? Got a swollen eye, but apart
Is it because
from
of your
that,
teeth? Is it because of your teeth or something?
no, it's not that, I don't know. I had a fever over the weekend, so I don't know if it's just a fever or not, but yeah, other than that, man, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm all good.
Manchester
Just
United
went
have
for a
done it
walk.
to him, people. Manchester United have done it to him. Saeed's
Yeah.
Saeed's immune system can't take Manchester United, people. I'm telling you.
Can't take it, mate. Telling you, man. But no, I'm all good. Apart from United, man, and we'll get into it. You know what I'm saying to you, but yeah, man, Manchester United at the minute, man, they just, I don't know what it is, man. This transfer window for me, you know what's crazy, Lordin? Yeah, at the start of the window, there was all these guys telling me, "Oh, Saeed, man, it's an 8 out of 10 window, man." Lordin, what you talking about, man? We're having an unbelievable window. Like, you know what I mean? Back the club, man, back the manager. And I was like, listen, man, for me, it's an average window. I'll probably give it a 5, if that. You know what I mean? And that's me being generous, Lordin. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, listen, Hoiberg's the latest name. You know what I mean? Last night was Tagliafico, former left back of his at Ajax. I just think we don't know what we're doing. We just keep like every single time we're just getting like mids. Like, why can't we just get quality? You know? And for me, this idea that FFP and all this, man, I don't buy into it, man. I really don't, man. If Man United really wanted to put the money where it is, man, and sell well as well, it's not our fault they can't sell well. So why put it on the budget that you can't sell well? You gave them these wages, so listen, that's on you, man. Richard Arnold and all these guys, that's on you, bro. So you need to fix it and find a way.
So, honestly, Saeed, honestly, genuinely, right? Let's break down the Hoiberg thing. Is this Hoiberg's agent? Because the report says was offered to Manchester United. Is it his agent?
Oh,
Is it Spurs that are making sure that players being tagged? If it's Manchester United and Eric Ten Hag who are getting Hoiberg, Saeed, I've just done a little survey here on Twitter, and I put Man UFC
yeah,
fans. Who would you sign, Fred or Hoiberg? At this
Hoiberg.
moment in time, it's 52% Fred and 48% Hoiberg.
Wow, tells you everything you need to know, Nuruddin. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, when we said bring Fred back, we were just laughing, But I'm telling you now, man. Literally, we made it as a joke, man. But let's be honest, man. A lot of the fans now they're saying, "Yo, bring." If you know what, if they knew what was going to happen after Fred leaving, I don't think many people will let Fred go. That's the saddest thing about it, and it should never be like that. You should always be able to sell players and not make sure you bring in an upgrade. Manchester City now, they lost their players. Look at that. Gundogan's left. They're going to get Thingy now. They're going to get that Nunes kid from Wolves. They don't wait around like us to kind of buy players. They go replace them straight away. And this is the thing that Man United have failed to do for many, many years, is that they fail to replace players, man. And what they do is they wait a couple of years and then they're buying an over expensive player and then he ain't good enough in the end. So yeah, man, I just think for me, man, it's a situation where Hoiberg, yeah, he's a captain, he's a leader. He's someone who's authoritarian. Is in that aspect, yeah, mentally he's good and he's strong. But listen, man, we got a lot of passion merchants at this football club. We got a lot of them still here. McTominay is a passion merchant, but he ain't good enough. So why should we get a passion merchant like that? I don't want him for me, man. I think for me, it's an average signing. A player that doesn't really take us to any levels. Yeah, he's a squad player, but you need a squad player that's going to be able to test Casemiro. And I think Amrabat is that person. So why don't you just go and get it? It's 20 odd million. It's not as if you're breaking the bank for him. Like, just get it done. And it's waiting for us, Nuruddin. This is the thing that people don't realize. Amrabat is waiting for Man United to pull the plug and say, right, let's go. Let me know what's going on. Put a bid in, and I'm there. But it seems like, you know what? United are not doing it.
It's unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable. Big up Stephanie Griffin, as formerly known as Alicia Sinkanova. Big up, absolutely, Stephanie. Hit the like. Listen, hit the like button, people. Big up Roger.
Yeah, breaking news, by the way, Lorden.
Big up Amrabat.
West Ham have decided to leave the race for Harry Maguire as things stands after trying again, but no green light from Man United. He's no longer on the club's list at this stage. What a joke Maguire is, man. Seriously. And what
Yeah,
a joke we are, man.
yeah. Well, Saeed, they said murder madness. They said murder madness.
Yep.
At the end of the
Shook for
day,
30 million.
this Hoiberg story. Uh, I'm thinking, how much is it of the media? How much of it is his agent? How much, obviously linking him to
Yeah.
Manchester United brings all the eyes. But Atletico
Course.
Madrid, Spurs accepted 30 million from Atletico Madrid, but the move fell through due to him
Player.
not agreeing personal terms. So at the moment he's on 150 grand, right? He's 28 years old. He's on his last contract, right? When players reach this age, this is their last contract, right? This is
There you
their
go.
last contract of serious football, right? And he's looking at wages in the region of 250 grand for him to retire.
No way. No way.
Saeed, I'm not gonna lie
Nah,
to
that's
you.
crazy.
Saeed, for your
That's
last
crazy.
contract, for your last contract, that's what people look for. You look for at least, let's say if you're getting paid 100, you're looking to double up 200. If you're getting paid
That's mad.
150, you're looking to double up to 100 grand a week. That's what you're looking for. And at the end of the day, if he signs for Manchester United, Saeed, I have serious questions of recruitment of Eric Ten Hag. The spotlight is on Eric Ten Hag.
Yep.
Because for me, all it shows
this is a top.
is
Yeah.
people you know.
Yep, spot on. No. And you know what it is, yeah? There was that picture yesterday we put up on the Bayern Munich, former Bayern Munich player. He was obviously the coach of the Bayern Munich B team, I think it was. So he was a coach over there when Pep Guardiola was there. So listen, it all makes sense, but this talent ID from Ten Hag, it is worrying that he's going to former players. He's going to people that he knows that he can trust, or he knows what they're capable of or what they can bring. And I'm just like, it's an easy target to go get Hoiberg. Like, like there's not much thought into it. He's not in this Tottenham team, by the way. And just come in and said, you know what? You're not part of my team. You're not part of my plans right now. He's not even second, third choice. Skips ahead of him. You know what I mean? So he's not even in the running.
There's a clip.
I know there's a clip. I seen that one.
I couldn't
I'm
see
going mad.
Yeah, I couldn't find it, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, wow. Like he's like, play football. He does this with his hands. He's like, what the hell are you doing? Hoofing the ball.
Yeah.
So he's not good enough in terms of to progress. And the type of profile players that we've been looking for, we've been looking for a ball carriers, technically press resistant, technical footballers who can carry the ball, yeah, to play alongside Casemiro, right? Eriksen's not even a midfield player, right? He's not a deep midfielding player, and obviously the man survived some horrendous things, and you know what I mean. The fact that he gets out training every day is a blessing. The fact that he can play any game is a blessing to him, personal blessing to him, and a blessing to us all because you know that what happened to him. But you know also that he's not getting any younger. But this idea that if to me, I'm going to lose my shit, Saeed. I'm not going to lie to you. If Manchester United sign Hoiberg, I'm going to lose my shit. I'm not going to lie to you. That Friday night show on Saeed TV, transfer deadline day, is going to be very interesting because I'm telling you, I'm going to lose my shit.
You know what it is, though? You know what it is with me there? Like, and again, this is another thing as well. Like, the midfielders we've been linked with as well. Like, there's not been many, man. That's the worry for me. Normally the club have been debriefed because you know these journalists that work with Man United, they debrief little things here and there, but there's not been many. There's only been Amrabat, and then all of a sudden we hear that thing has been debriefed, and you know what? It kind of makes sense now because it's now it's changed his mind, and now he's going for more Hoiberg again. Tagliafico's out of favour. Cucurella out of favour. Like, these are not guys who are on the first team, and you know what? We could get something here and there. We're not doing that now. We're getting players that aren't good enough for the first team. And yesterday I said it with Cucurella. Maatsen is an 18-year-old that apparently the manager likes in front of him. So why are we bringing him in? That's the way I kind of look at it. If he can't get ahead of Maatsen and he's supposed to be, a younger become player, then why are we not giving a chance to Alvaro Fernandez? That's just the way I kind of look at it for me. Go and work on your own. So I think for me, listen, I back the manager, yeah, but decisions for me are baffling, man. Every day I'm like, you know what, man? I just find a lot of people are negative towards a manager for the sake of it. You know, when you think sometimes people are negative about a manager for the sake of it, then you start to understand things and you're like, yeah, you know what? What's going on here? And then you look at the board and you're thinking, they're not helping him as well. They haven't got a recruitment team. If we had a recruitment team, I think Ten Hag's job would be so much better. Honestly, it would be so much easier and better. They would just list up a whole new names, be like, right here, we got a list for you. But they don't have a list because they're not obviously a team that's worthy of doing that. They don't have that analysis. They don't have the data team. They don't have that. So it's very difficult for Ten Hag, and he has to go back, revert back to what he knows. And that for me isn't good enough. So I just hope
listen,
it's his agent. Sometimes agents can drive up stories.
yeah.
And you know what? I hope this is one of them.
We've already put that point across. But listen, in the last decade, I've seen Manchester United do fucked up things, regardless of who the manager is. So at the end of the day, to me, if Manchester United signed this and Eric Ten Hag agrees to it, it's on Eric Ten Hag.
Yeah.
It's on Eric Ten Hag. And people are saying to me, oh, he's not offered anything. He's not offered anything. I mean, this is the last day. Listen, where were the people that were telling me this is a 7 or an 8, this window, we're doing this, we're doing that. Where were you? I told you fucking all, but where were you when I was telling you, and where are you now? I was telling you all then, and you were calling me fucking negative, but where are you now? Where are you now? Manchester United scrambling, last minute fucking.com, as usual. And this idea that Merkel and Arnold are not nothing to do with it is BS. Get the hell out of the way so the owners get exposed even further.
Yeah.
Why are you being party to it? Why are you propping the owners? Why are you standing in front of them? Get out of the way.
You're spot on. Now Scramble FC, man.
To me, if this happens, we called it yesterday on Saturday. We called it on the Straight Jacket podcast. I think 244, 243.
Yeah.
Right. At the end of the day, it's cast-offs. Manchester United have become the place to cast off players. It's shocking. And I don't give an absolute damn. I've worked with a player before. Eric Ten Hag, I'm going to question you right now. I'm questioning you because how much was it? To me, it was Ajax that was signing players. Ajax, I've got a committee.
Overmars and the money.
No. They've got a transfer committee with a manager involved.
Yeah.
Then they have another committee, Saeed, that if the player, if they decide, and these are like the board of directors who go, how old is the player? If the player is above a certain age, now I can't sign him. Because why? He doesn't have any sell-on value.
But you know this Hoiberg, he's 28, but he plays like he's 35, man. He's so slow, Nurdin. You're gonna absolutely be like losing your mind. He's slower than Matic for me, man. Matic is slow, yeah, but this guy's even slower, mate. For me, listen, technically he's decent, but he's just a passion merchant, man. We need a ball carrier. We need someone who's aggressive. We need someone who can actually dictate that midfield and dominate that midfield. Hoiberg is not the answer. He came to Old Trafford the other year and got bullied by Fred. You know what I mean? Fred bossed the game, and he was in that midfield. And we run strings around him, man. Listen, man, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I think for me, this transfer window has been a very, very average window. But I'm surprised it's not been saved in that regards. You know what I mean? I'm surprised that we're not really looking and emphasizing, and we're scrambling. What today? Let's just forget today's. Today's gone, right? Yeah, it's 12 o'clock. It's gone. I don't see anything happening today. So what that leaves Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 3 days left in the transfer window. And Manchester United arguably need 2 positions. They need 2 positions, people. A left back and a midfielder. United should really be getting 2 midfielders. Let's be honest, Nordin. I think we're playing it very, very safe here. The fact that we're only going for 1 midfielder is the joke. Should be 2. You know what I mean? So, and then obviously Johnny Evans gets signed as well. You know what I mean? So that's a transfer for the people. Oh, he's a leader. He's a captain. He's captain. Get out of here.
Big up Mick. Go and check out Man UFC Realist TV. Mick, I'm sorry. I don't trust this fucking club or Ten Hag anymore. I'm sorry. I don't fucking trust him. Why are you signing Johnny Evans? Why the fuck are you signing Johnny Evans then? If you're telling me Hoiberg is
That's crazy.
why are you signing a relegated, out of contract Johnny fucking Evans for a year? Why? Because his missus works for the fucking MUTV.
Yeah, that's what it is, man.
Nah,
But that's
mate.
what it is, Lord, though.
Nah,
That's what it is. His missus works for the
this is
MUTV,
bullshit.
so she probably sorted something out for him. You know what I mean? And
Nothing
said,
will
yeah,
change
yeah,
until we
I'll
get
sort
rid of the
something out for you.
Glazers. Big up Mopsy TV. Nothing will change till we get rid of the TV. Get rid of the Glazers. Same shit happening with each manager. Signing mediocre players. Yeah, this is how it is. C says, I fail to believe Hoiberg needs straight up rubbish. He's not even better than Fredlock. Yeah. Listen, this is what we are. This is where we are.
Tries hard, though. Go on, Dirty Sanchez. He tries hard. That's what I'm saying, man. We need quality, though, man. I think, do Man City players try hard, Nuruddin?
It's the minimum.
Do
It's
Man
the
City
minimum.
players have quality? Yeah, it's a minimum. Do Man City players have quality? Yes. This is the for me where Man United fans have for me. I don't know. The standards have maybe gone in that aspect, but we can't just have players that try hard. We have to have a team of quality. Nottingham Forest bopped us off the park for the first 10 minutes or so, and you know what? It could have been more if they took some of their chances. And they were so good in transition, and we were all over the place at one point. Like Man United, they just need quality, man. If you go and get quality in your team, there's no excuses then for Ten Hag. But this is why, for me, it's like, A, we're penny pinching. You know what I mean? If you're not leaving, this is what I don't get as well. If the Glazers are not leaving, then why are you not putting the extra money into the football club then? If you're not leaving, then why don't you put extra money into the football club? This idea, FFP, why can't you sell well? You could have had an idea this summer to sell a lot of players, you know. You could have had a full rebuild this summer. So if you're not leaving, why are you not rebuilding for the manager? Why are you leaving the manager shortchanged? This is what I don't get. So either you're leaving, then we understand why you're not doing a rebuild, or you're not leaving. So then get with the football club and back the manager. Because this ain't it. Or the manager's on a madness and he's doing what he wants. So
Listen,
both of them are damning.
100% Saeed. And I think, for me, listen, maybe we're getting rattled over nothing, but for me, I told people that Man City are going to sign Johnny Evans, and people came at me and were like, for 2 weeks, just for a month, and you're there.
Yeah, remember that one.
Hatred, you're just hating.
Short-term deal.
You're just hating.
That was funny. That was funny, you know, Nordin. Don't worry. It's a short-term deal. And I said to people, doesn't even need to be short-term deal. I wouldn't even give a person a short-term deal. Because a short-term deal means you stay in here, you have a bit something to show, and the next thing you know, the club get a bit, sentimental. And you know what? They give you a contract. So I just think it's a joke. Lordy, you got some super chats there. I think a couple of super chats came in from Mubsy.
Yeah, big up Mubsy.
But I just think for me,
on his lunch, man. Yo, we're signing players from Berry New Road. If you know Berry New Road Market, man.
If you know, you know.
You know.
If you know, you know, mate.
Market, I'm telling you that, Mubsy. Big up Mubsy TV. Listen, brother. Big up to you, man. You know what? Take it easy on your lunch break, bro. It's mad. Listen, there's over 200 of you in here. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed.
There's another one as well. Another one from Mubsy as well. Another one from Mubsy.
My word. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It's absolutely crazy. I think, you know what? I'm not going to lie. I ain't going to lie. Like, I already got this one. Nothing will change. But
all right, Lawrence.
Listen, big up to everybody. Big up Monster TV. 3 days. There we go. 3 days to prove that will be after close. I will judge the deadline to be real, but I get you. 3 days. 3 days is 3 days to prove. But
you know what though? The squad should be settled though. The squad should be settled. I for me, I'd rather my squad sorted out than having to panic on the last 3 days. Like that's just the way I kind of look at it.
That's what they said about Madness. They said no panic this year, no this summer, no panicking. Business done early, sorted, signed, sealed, delivered. So if Donny, this is what will happen. If Donny's gonna leave, Fred leaves, then what does that leave us? We're only getting one midfielder.
Yeah. And there's no guarantee of Donny leaving because apparently we can't get him out. You know what I mean? It's one of them where, You know, he wants Man United want a permanent move. You know, Real Sociedad only want a loan move, and that's the only club apparently we're looking at. It's like, where's everyone else? Like, is there no one else around? You know, I just think it's all a bit of a joke. And you know what it is, yeah? I think Man United should not have allowed certain players to come on to pre-season tour. I think that was a mistake that Ten Hag made.
You know
He
what,
should have
Fred?
told people to stay at home.
Fred, you know what? I respect Fred. Say whatever you want about
I
him.
respect Fred.
You know what?
Yeah.
He was like, nah, I'm done out here. Me and my agent are sorting out a move for me. See you later.
Spot on.
And you know what? You know what? Just because if you guys want to get more money, I'm not going to Saudi Arabia. But Saeed, as he stands right now, Manchester United have made at least nearly 60 million in this summer in selling players. 60 million.
Yeah.
20 million. And let me recap for people. 20 million for Henderson, 15 million or 17 million for Elanga. Fred was around 10 million. Colbert was around 10 million.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And then we sold 3 or 4 guys for just a million or just under a million.
A million. Emran, Iqbal, and one more. I think it was. So the Birmingham lad. Yeah, just under a million. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, 60 million is a joke, you know, Nordin. That's Chelsea has probably sold 2 players for that. You know what I mean? And we've spent 6 or 7 on 60 million. That's actually a joke, you know. When you deep it, Nordin, that is absolutely embarrassing. You know what I mean? We could have got so much money more for players.
This for me is the biggest one. I'm not lying to you. When I hear Hoiberg, I'm like, Saeed, I won't even mind if Spurs won the league last season or Chelsea won the league or the Champions League. Both of them were washed out last season. And now we got Mount. And if you get Hoiberg, it's good night Vienna, mate. I'm telling you now, it's good night Vienna. It's good
Hoiberg, man. But again, even
you know what?
loans,
like, I ain't going no tour. I'm gonna find myself. I'll go and train while I'm here.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Yeah, he only played like 2 games on tour, and then he got off. You know what I mean? And he said, "You know what? I'm done now. That's it. I need to find a club." But again, he's looking out for his career because he's the ultimate professional. But the rest of them, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maguire is a disgrace, man. I'll say it again, man. That guy's a disgrace.
You know what? My guy's cheeky, you know. My guy's cheeky.
Cheeky guy.
Like, you know what? I'll agree to a loan, but United pay my wages. So I still get paid to go and play, and then I can play for England. Fuck off, you fucking absolute waste, man. Absolute waste, man. You are an absolute disgrace, Harry Maguire. So you want to play in the Euros for England. So you reject them and go, oh, I'm looking for a teams a bit more up the league. Well, they don't want you. They don't rate you. West Ham are the only team that thought you were worth 30 million. But then you go, oh, you know what? I'm happy to go on loan now. So still get my 200 grand, over 200 grand wage. I'll do it. Nah, it's shocking, bro.
You know what, though? For me, Southgate should drop him, man. Southgate should drop him.
You know, Ole Gunnar Southgate ain't dropping shit, man.
Yeah, he should drop him, man. And for me, he's weak, you know, if he doesn't drop him. Because if I'm a player right now and I'm not finding a club so I can get more game time and I reject it because of personal terms and etc., and I then become 5th choice behind Johnny Evans, yeah, that for me is embarrassing. It's embarrassing, Nuruddin. It really, really is. You're the one of the main key guys for England, yeah. But you want to be 6th choice for Manchester United. That for me is a disgrace, man. And I wouldn't play him. It's a detriment to England then, because you have a player who's not playing football regularly, and then you get into a Euro finals, and he's rusty as hell. I don't care what anybody says. He's playing less game time than he will a year ago under Ten Hag. At least a year ago, Ten Hag was playing Carabao Cups here and there, and the FA Cup odd here and there. Now he's not playing a single game.
Well, Saeed, he's gonna get picked, innit? You know he's gonna get picked. You know he's gonna. You know Ole Gunnar Southgate. He's already come out a couple of months ago on the radio. I heard him say, "Oh, him and Stonesy have a good relationship. They're good lads, good pals, aren't they? They're good. They're lads. They're good pals. Yeah, good pals. Him and Stonesy have a good partnership." Big up Mick, Man UFC Realist TV. Thanks for the super chat. He says, "Let's sing that Avicii song, Wake Me Up When He's All Over." He's all over now, mate. Song? He's all over now when I'm hearing flipping Hoiberg, mate. Hoiberg. He's not good enough for them to progress the ball and to play in midfield, and he's not good enough for the type of football that Anci Postecoglou, I can't say his name, right?
Postecoglou, yeah.
Yeah, Postecoglou wants to play, but he's good enough for Manchester United if Manchester United do get him. It is, to me, I'm dumbfounded.
Is that more damning of our style of play, Nuruddin? Is that more damning of our style of play?
I'm confused, Saeed. I'm confused what Eric Ten Hag wants to play. What style of football do you want to play?
Yeah.
You
What
saw
style
me
of play?
dream at Ajax in the Champions League, 60, 65, 70% possession football. Where is that?
Yeah. You know, by the way, Nuruddin, I seen a quote today by a Spanish journalist. Apparently, the reason why he wants Cucurella is because he's in awe of when Cucurella played against Ajax in 2019, 2020. Honestly, there was
God
always
help
that's
us.
what a challenge.
God help us. Listen, God help.
Bro,
Listen, you know what?
2019,
The
2020.
internet is mad, innit? The internet is moving like investigative journalists. You know that, don't you? Anytime we get linked with a player, there has to be a link. He's either playing against the player, went on holiday, you know what I mean? Said hello to him, you know what I mean? The players come to watch. Eric Ten Hag was in the stadium watching the game, and the player was on
Semi-final Europa League, I think it was. Semi-final Europa League, Getafe. I'm not even trolling people. Some Spanish journalists come out there. He had a good game against Ajax. So he's in awe. Same way he's in awe about Vitesse. Mason Mount Vitesse in 2018.
How many years ago was that?
Hell. 5
How
years
many years ago was that?
2018. 5 years ago.
Listen, big up Princess. I know we're rotten from the top to bottom. Murta still has Everton mentality. Came with Moyes from Everton, not ruthless. Well, people, I tell you, Prince, don't blame Murta. Don't blame Arnold. It's Joe Glazer. So why are you protecting him then? Why are you protecting him? Why are you, Murto, saying officially, I'm the director of football, if your job is so compromised? Why?
But they all come under the failures of the football club, though. All of them, Nordin. It's not just like you don't have an ownership and then you have a board and they're all not failing one goal. They're all part of the problem. Like Myrtle, Arnold, they're all part of the problem. They all were there. Listen, if Myrtle wasn't part of the football club for so long, for 10 years, then I would have said, you know what, fair enough. He's just coming to the job. It's like Matt Hargreaves. I can't really blame Matt Hargreaves. He's just coming to the role. But you see, all of the rest is a chain. And I blame the whole chain. When Qatar come in, you have to get rid of the whole toxicity. Every single person, and you get a fresh board. That's what you're supposed to do.
Saeed, if Qatar are coming in, big up Lemon C.
Yeah.
He says, big up for the super chat, bro. Appreciate you. He says, big up from a gunner. You're consistent in your stance against the owners. I commend you too. Football belongs to the fans. Piers Nuruddin, top selector with that Malik Kadibi in the background. Yo, that's a present, bro. You don't know. I went to see them, man. They were brilliant. Seeing them live in concert, they were amazing, man. Amazing. They were amazing, man. You know, I love live music, innit? It is what it is. But listen, big up for you for the super chat, bro. I hope all is good in Sweden, man. Hope all is good in Sweden, people. Eric Ten Hag wanted a transfer pot. He got universal credit. Hold tight, everybody on universal.
Hold tight, everybody's on the universal credit, man. People are struggling out here, man.
Times are hard, mate.
That, man.
Times are hard. Friends are hard. Times are hard. Friends are a few, mate. Lol, every player linked to Ajax United's finished.
It's either someone he knows or someone that we don't. You know what I mean? Like when you look at it, only Hoyland is an example. Casemiro is stumbled across. Who else is out there that he doesn't know? Casemiro. It's a bit there's some sort of link there. Listen, there must be. You know, Weghorst is a Dutch link. You know, only Casemiro, you would argue, and what's the other player called? Hoyland is the only two that are probably not kind of Ten Hag signings in that regards. You probably say it's a club signing, the Casemiro one, because he was available, and obviously the big wage to bring him in it. So it is what it is.
It's just, you know what? It's sad. You know, honestly, it's sad.
It is, Lord.
Turn on my phone. Pick up. Listen. Big up Mick, up the cat, the dog, the missus, everybody's all good. Big up to you. Go and check that channel out, people. Check that channel out. Listen, it's mad as it is. Ericsson, Mount, Malacia, Licha, Unana. That's why I think Casemiro is a club signing, because Frankie didn't want to play for Ten Hag. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Frankie was like, I'm off to Hollywood, mate. I ain't coming here. Notice that, hey, Ten Hag out of it, out if you get the Spurs reject, well, you willing to sell Donny, who's a better, and pick up yeah.
No, you know what? That's true. You know, I'd rather keep Donny than bring in Hoiberg. What's the point? At least you got to play who's technical. We're lacking technical players in this team, and you've taken
we
out.
want to play technical football, though. We don't want to play.
He doesn't want to. It's almost like but then again, you know what, man? People say it's transition football, but sometimes it can be pragmatic, you know, because we sit back a lot, Nuruddin, and we hit them on a counter. So it's pragmatic out of possession, but then it's also counter attack when we have and we don't have possession. You know what I mean? So it's a bit of both, you know, Nuruddin. So as much as, like I said to you, we can play football, I think a lot of it is pragmatic. So I don't know, man. I'll be honest with you. Right now, I don't know what Ten Hag wants. I'm struggling to understand what our style is. I'm struggling to understand everything that he's trying to do, but you just have to almost, you know what I mean? What they say, back the club, back the manager. That's what they're saying, everyone. So, yeah, man, I just think for me, it's not good, man. It's not good, this. We need players in, man. We need players ASAP, and Amrabat has to come in. You can't let a guy who's been waiting for all summer, and then you just say, you know what, don't worry, we're not picking you up. Maybe next summer. That's a joke, man, Lordin. It's an absolute joke.
Okay, so Sky Sports are saying Manchester United understood to have made initial contacts over Hoiberg. So Sky Sports, are they in their players, in the agents? Are they in the agents? Is that what they are? They're in the agents' pocket. Listen, honestly, I'm lost for words, people. I'm just in despair. I can't say anything to you guys. Then I'm in despair. Like 3 days to go. And Manchester United, so Sky are saying that United have made contact then with Spurs.
Where's say that?
Let me get it for you. 1 second.
Is it just up now?
No. It was from last night. So saying, look. They're saying here. This is Chef Sky. What's his name? Is it Sky Dharma Chef?
Sky Dharma Chef. Yeah, Dharma Chef. Yeah.
Manchester United is said to have made an initial contacts over Pierre-Emile Hoiberg.
Yeah, that's a joke. That's a joke. That's an absolute joke, man. If that's the case, then boy, cast off FC, man. You know, I've been watching Spurs channels this morning. Big up to Savo, Tottenham fan, and they were all like, you know what, take him, man. He's not been great for Tottenham. He's out of favour. He's just a passion merchant. That's what they've been saying about him. They've not even said, you know what, keep him. And you know what? They're losing 2 midfielders in the AFCON. You know that, Norrin. They're losing Basuma and they're losing Sal. But yet still, what they are saying is that, you know what, we don't want him. We've got Skip, we've got Bentancur. They're going to be what we need. So I can't lie to you. When a club is saying you can have him, I always think that's a very, very dangerous sign. When fans who have seen him week in, week out are saying, you know what, let him go.
It's unbelievable.
The difference between Kovacic. If you said Kovacic, I would have said, you know what, he's a decent player.
He can carry the ball. He can carry the ball.
Carry the ball. Yeah, you can say, you know what, decent sign. But listen, man.
For me, I would have just been worried about his injuries. He gets too many injuries, right?
Yeah. That's fair enough. But he's a decent ball carrier. Yeah. You can see there's attributes in Kovacic that, you know what, fair enough. But there's no attributes in this Hoiberg. It's just a passion merchant. Like I said, Outcast FC. Yeah, you can put it like that. You generally can. If it was for any other club, Everton, you know, Southampton, obviously he used to play at Southampton, Fulham, you know what, that's the standard. But United fans, just because, we're still building on Ten Hag, don't let it diminish your standards for the football club. Don't go falling down for come on, man. Still have the high standards where, you know what, we need to get top quality players in. Still have that.
I don't know if this is real or we're getting
just lose
trolled.
sight.
I don't know if we're getting trolled or if this is real. But Tottenham Hotspur midfielder Hoiberg has been linked to move with Manchester United. And Christian Eriksen could play a role. I have a role to
Of
play.
course, man. Why not? He's
Are we
loving
getting
life, man.
trolled here? Are we getting trolled
Danish
here?
lot, man.
It's squarely on the Glazers' fault. Ever wonder why players agree terms and want to join, yet nothing materializes? Those darn Glazers are the ones holding back, unwilling to sign and. Well, so why they say yes to other people, but he was offered 30. So apparently the Spurs want 35, like 35. Hoiberg, 30 million they had
Yeah.
accepted from Atletico Madrid, but he didn't agree personal terms because he wants over 200 grand a week. And
Wow.
Atletico are like, are you on crack, son? No, you're not getting that.
Wow.
You're not getting that. So, but Ajabas, I'm sorry to say, but so why is Richard Arnold and why is Murta in the way of the real culprits in this club being exposed? Why are they propping them? That's my only question. It's not like they need the money. They don't need the money. They don't need the
There you
money.
go.
It's I'm sorry.
Yeah. Amrabat is around 20 million now, 20, 25 million, if you really want to get it done. And I think Fiorentina, Italian clubs, yeah, when you throw the carrot at them, yeah, and especially now in the late window, no disrespect to Italy clubs, but they don't have a lot of revenue. They don't build a lot of revenue. They don't have a lot of revenue. They rely on European football as well. You know, it's not something that, you know, they aspire to. So they work on selling clubs. Italian clubs, they work on just selling. They sell their best talents. Look at Scamacca. Look at everybody in Italy now. They're always moving away from Italy sometimes. So, you know what I mean? You've got to take your advantage and seize upon that, man, learning. You can't just wait still and be like, you know what? Oh, we'll wait. No. Sooner you leave it, the later you leave it, the worse it gets.
Listen, let's move on to the fullbacks, Saeed. The fullbacks, yeah. The fullback says basically. Saeed, have you wondered any time, like even Flex or anybody goes on Sky, anybody United fan base representative, always have to mention FFP? Like, guys,
Yeah, I know.
FFP ain't that serious. What is this? Have Sky done a deal with Manchester United communication department that anybody who comes on has to mention FFP? Are you taking the absolute biscuit?
Yeah. Spot on, man. Spot on. That's what I'm saying, man. Yeah. And that FFP as well, man. It's an excuse for Man United's poor
And then we
selling.
have to
Yeah,
sell
I mean,
to
let's be
buy,
honest.
Saeed, we have to
That's what
sell
I'm
to
saying.
buy.
Yeah.
Right?
But even if you had that model, Norrin, at least have a good model. So this idea that Man United fans are looking at FFP, but that's because of the downdoing, the wrongdoing of the club. If the club was so insistent on selling players and negotiating well, then we wouldn't be in this mess. But what we do is we let players go for cheap. So at the end of the day, it's not our fault we can't buy players. It's the club's fault for not being able to negotiate better prices. It's not our fault, man. It's not your fault. It's not any fans in the comments. It's nobody else's fault. So this idea that we keep talking about, well, FFP might be a situation where, you know, it's a hindrance right now. No, it's because the club can't sell well. Look at Chelsea. Chelsea, they got no debt. FFP, as it stands right now, they're in good stead because they sell well. Their wages are not too bad as well. Obviously, they found a loophole in that regards. You know, Man United, go find a loophole, man. Go do something. Don't wait around. Find a loophole, man.
Listen, it's incredible. Genuinely, why did the club not take 55 million for Mount and use on Amrabat and Gravenberg on the permanent deals combined 50, 60 million? Absolute disgrace, Glazers out. Listen, we still don't know. Like, to me, the Mount thing still confuses me. I said I'll give him a chance because it's not, you know what I mean? The club bought him. Eric Ten Hag bought him, and that's solely on Eric Ten Hag. So we'll have to see about that. But the more important things that is the left backs. Obviously, now we know both Malacia and Luke Shaw are going to miss at least 6 months of the season because we will not be panicking. We will not be panicking to go and get it. But the other way that I think why the club is panicking and Eric Ten Hag's panicking wants to get another left back is because you've already seen it. What do left backs do most in the games? That they take throw-ins. How many left backs and right backs have been booked for time wasting now in this new Premier League FA kind of rule, you know, on time wasting? Really try to stamp out. So you see, you get a yellow card, you get a second yellow just by taking a couple of, 15 more seconds, 20 more seconds. So for me, I think that's the reason why he's going for it. But I genuinely hope that Fernandes gets a chance to play. But I think this bit there, that to me, it means Malacia and Shaw, both of them are out for at least considerable time, at least half of the season.
Yeah.
Because there's no way
I
else
don't,
you can explain this.
yeah. My last year one is very, very like, I've not
Why is
heard
it so
anything,
secret?
man.
We've been at
Why
this
is it
club
so
before.
secret?
It's exactly the same thing with Tuanzebe. Like, we've been here
Yeah.
before. So it's nothing to do with Eric
Yeah.
Ten Hag being secretive. We've been here before.
No, but it's weird, man. We've not got a time frame, no nothing. You know what I mean? It's been. I'm surprised no one's asking the manager like what's happened, or they've been briefed not to talk about it. But it was a weird one. He was there, and then all of a sudden he got this mysterious injury. Did he even play, by the way, all the preseason? I don't think he played one game, did he? Before they went preseason, he was basically out. So that's a bit of a weird one, if I'm being honest with you. And hopefully I wish him the best if he is injured. But yeah, listen, that it's forced us to do a left back, but again, buying a left back or getting a left back on loan for the sake of it, and you don't believe in it. I just generally don't understand the point. I really don't. You know what I mean? At least with Alvaro Fernandez, I can be patient. I can say, you know what, he's a good player. You know what, he can thrive under the manager. Bringing in Cucurella for me, I don't buy into it. You see the Rico Lewis from Brentford, I'd get him. You know the one from Brentford.
Yeah.
I think he's a good left back.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
are United going to go and get that? Probably not. They're not going to go and get that. But Cucurella for me is underwhelming.
Listen, if Manchester United sign a left back on a permanent deal, then I know Luke Shaw's days are numbered.
Yeah. There you go. Yep. Spot on.
Oh, this would be a kick in the teeth. I'm not going to lie to you. This would be a kick in the teeth. Romeo says, I have the feeling that Gravenberch would hold Liverpool shirt deadline day, and our fans will say Hoiberg is a good signing. Well, somebody's already saying this. Big up to the brother. He says here, big up Shama 8. Listen, we bring, this is a debate show, so we bring all sorts of different, keep it raw, keep it ready, keep it real. Hoiberg would be decent signing on the ball, tenacious, he's a decent signing, good on the ball. Bro, he's the manager, the Spurs' new manager, sold him to sit down, son. You're not good on the ball. You're not progressing any balls.
Yeah.
He's not. If you looked at him and Amrabat, and Gravenberg, out of the three, they're both superior in terms of passing long range, short range. And actually, Gravenberg is
it's crazy.
For me, the biggest thing that is, to me, physicality is the problem when I think in the Premier League, could he thrive on that physicality? Or is he a bit lightweight physically? Right? Has he got the legs? We need some more legs in here to get around that football side. And in the Premier League, you do. But obviously, it's the minimum side. So you got two choices. Do you have the 10 outfield players being absolute all dogged, right?
Yeah.
Tenacious, playing with aggression intensity, or do you need individuals who have to do that for the team? At this moment in time, I don't see that. The 10 outfield players are not all playing with intensity, are not all playing to win the ball back, or they're not hunting in packs to press. They're not doing it.
Nope.
So we need players who are going to have to be able to get around that football pitch. And Gravenberg,
you know what?
To me, the one way they can rescue the bit of the transfer window, if they sign those two, Gravenberg and
that's what I'm saying, Nuruddin. But the thing is, though, they're not going to go do it. I don't think Bayern Munich are going to do it without getting a replacement in. You know what I mean? That's the situation right now. I don't think they're going to do that without buying a replacement in. You know, and this is a sad thing about it, man, Nuruddin, that we're not buying two midfielders. But again, McTominay's staying because apparently we can't get rid of McTominay. Eriksen's an extra midfielder. He sees Kobe Mino an extra midfielder as well. You know? So these are the three positions that we should really be looking to upgrade on, but we're not. You know, Kobe Mino's a youngster, but Eriksen should have been an upgrade. You know what I mean? Maybe we've got players in there for the sake of just being in there. If you told me, Lordin, now, we're going to sell Eriksen, and we're going to sell McTominay, and we're going to sell Donny van der Beek, and we're going to bring in 3 players to choose from it, what would you say?
The players, say the names again for me.
So we sold Eriksen.
Yeah.
We sold Donny van der Beek and we sold McTominay, but we bought in 3 new midfielders.
Yeah, of course,
I think
100%. I bite your hand off.
but that's what United should have done, though.
I
But we've
bite your
not
hand
done
off.
that. But we bought in 1. And I don't think United would have. And we sold Fred as well. That's 4 midfielders. Could have got rid of and freshened it up. Proper rebuild in that midfield. Something that I've been crying out for
Like
years.
Liverpool did,
Man
like
United need a
Liverpool have done.
midfield rebuild.
Like Liverpool have done.
Well, there you go. Endo,
Liverpool have bought in
Szoboszlai,
3.
McAllister. 3. Every year we only buy in 1. You know that? Ericsson's a free. I'm not really looking into that. Last year we only bought 1 midfielder. That was Casemiro. 1 midfielder. What was the summer before that? Summer before that, how many midfielders did we buy? Summer before that,
I don't think
we
we
buy the
bought any.
midfielders now. Hey,
I don't think we bought any.
let me try and think.
We bought Fred. We bought Fred under Jose.
Yeah,
We didn't buy any midfielders under Ollie. Oh, we bought we bought Donny under Ollie.
bought Donny, yeah, but he
No,
never played.
Donny,
So he
actually,
can't really...
Donny was a club signing. He didn't want him. He wanted Grealish. Remember?
Yeah, he wanted
Ole Gunnar
Grealish. Yeah, he wanted Grealish. So let's say that's 2. That's 2 then. Ollie's second year did he? But oh yeah, he bought Bruno in. Bruno, that's 3. 3. Who else is out there? How many midfielders have we bought in the last?
We got rid of Lingard, Pogba, Matic,
Herrera. It's actually mad, when you deep it, we haven't balanced the books, man. We've got a player in McTominay who's been a part of the youth academy. We've had Fred here since 2018. We've had McTominay here. We've got Bruno for that. Like, bro, when you actually deep it, man, it's sad, man. It's actually embarrassing. It feels embarrassing, Lorraine. Matter and Fellaini have left as well. Yeah, man. I've looked at that midfield and I'm thinking, you replace everything else, but that midfield is just so dead, man.
It's dead.
It's average.
So it needs one of the biggest clear outs ever. And let's be right, Saeed. Casemiro ain't got the legs to carry on next season. He should be faced out next season, Saeed.
Yeah.
Casemiro's the guy that should be faced out next season as well. Only playing.
No, you know what it is though? You should there shouldn't be an over expectancy on Casemiro next season. There should be, there should be a player that should be coming in after him, or they should be giving him the game time. Like, you have to manage Casemiro well. That's what you have to do, Lauren.
It's unbelievable. I say it and I say it. Look, it's unbelievable. Nuruddin, we're offering money for Hoiberg. It means Ten Hag has changed his mind on Amrabat. There's no other reason Joffrey is spending more than what the Glazers would buy a cheaper player. I don't know about that, bro. Oh, okay. Next, big up next, he says, maybe we're waiting for Merto Madness on the last day of the season. Liverpool are in for Gravenberg. That's what.
Yeah. Of course they're in for Gravenberg, man. Like top clubs doing it. You know what I mean? That's what they do, man. They know that midfield's there. You know what I'm saying to you? Newcastle have got a better midfield than us, man. Most clubs now have got a better midfield than us, man, in terms of the balance. We don't know what's going on with Varane as well. Apparently Varane might be injured as well. So that's another signing as well that we might. But Johnny Evans, eh? Hey, Johnny Evans.
Hello, Johnny.
Johnny Evans.
Johnny Evans. Listen, that's how it is. That's how it is. But people are telling me stop hating. He's only one player and he's down the line. Listen, I already told you Varane is aka NHS mate. Him and Martial, the French NHS mate. That's what they are. They're the French
NHS mate. Come on, man.
Accident and emergency, mate. That's what they are. They're the French accident and emergency, mate. That's what they are. I need to find out what's the French accident and emergency, what that word is.
What that word is, yeah.
I need to find
out. Spot on.
Because they're both broken. Saeed, one of the saddest things was Saturday was to see Martial fall into the ground. Like, balance all gone. Just looked like, what the hell has happened to my guy?
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. He's obviously, when you say Zimmer frame, he's the ultimate Zimmer frame now. He's
27 years old, Saeed.
But his body's broken. His body's like a 34-year-old or something like that, 33-year-old. Yeah, I mean, he's not done the recovery well. He's just obviously the power's gone, man. The explosiveness is gone already. I'll be real with you. It's sad, but the explosiveness is gone. I've just kind of had to just suck up to it and just realize that, you know what, we're not going to get the Martial of old. We're not, and that's unfortunate, but it's the reality of where we're at right now. You know what I mean? So, I think Hoyland, but then again, with Hoyland, though, you've got to manage him well as well. Like, he's coming back from a back injury. You've got to manage him very, very carefully. You can't just throw him in there straight away. You've got to manage his minutes. I don't know why he's going to
we
the.
think the fan base, the fan base, they love a savior and they love a scapegoat. Like we
Yeah,
think that he's going to be our savior. He's 20 years old, and we think
yeah,
he's going to be our savior. He's not even adapted to his teammates yet. He's only
yeah,
training this week now. Training now for the first time
yeah,
in the group. Like this
yeah,
week has been the proper time where he gets up morning, goes training with the group,
yeah.
and we think he's going to be ready against Arsenal.
I
I'm not
guess
looking forward
Arsenal,
to
yeah.
that, Saeed. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not looking forward to that game. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not
It's
looking
gonna be a
forward.
messy game. It's gonna be a very, very messy game.
I'm not going to look forward
It's
to
gonna be
that
a
game.
very, very messy game, man. You know what I mean? So, boy, I just think for me, we've got to be serious now, man. We've got to try and rescue this transfer window, and I mean rescue it.
So
You know what I
how
mean?
can we rescue it when
It's
the club has at least made 55 million on signings? And you know what?
yeah,
Just to inform people, and I've said this many a time, but just to say it again for people, when you buy, there's certain players here, the club, like Manchester City, Manchester City. Man City get players cheap. Do you know the reason why? Because they offer the money up front.
yeah.
Majority of football clubs, Saeed, is installments. So let's say if I wanted to buy
Oh,
Saeed, let's say Saeed's 60 million, I'll be paying 10 million in the first year. Then we go down
yeah,
to the length of the contract
yeah,
over the next coming
yeah,
years. And then that's how you do it. But Manchester City give all up front. Do you understand what
yep,
I'm saying? They give all up front. They
yep.
don't loan it from a fucking bank like Manchester United. And the only
And
player
no
we've
dilly
not done
dally
that for,
around.
listen,
They're
the only
honest.
player we've not done that for was Harry Maguire. And then Leicester went
Yeah,
and got a training ground. And that's why Leicester, when people go, Leicester go, no, I'm like, I don't really feel that bad for them, I'm like, they ripped us off on Maguire. But Saeed,
they
genuinely,
do well though in the championship. They won 4 out of the last 4, so they're going to be coming straight back up.
Saeed, let's have a look at it in a worst scenario. I'm gonna put you on the spot here.
Yeah,
Manchester United signed Hoiberg, and that's all we signed.
yeah,
Kokorea, Hoiberg, Johnny Evans. We signed this backup goalkeeper, his Turkish brother. Big up to him, by the way.
yeah.
I don't know why you're leaving first team football to come be second choice for Manchester United, but yeah,
I don't get that as well.
that.
But United, the wages, in it, the wages are probably
It's
something
not
that
just
is
the
probably what.
wages. I don't think it's just the way. I think he wants to put himself in the shop market, but
Yeah,
Unana's not
that's a
having
good. Yeah, that's a good shout.
do you know what I
Fantasy
mean?
football, he might see himself. Afcon as well. Afcon.
Yeah,
Onana will be gone for a month. He's back in the squad, by the way, so we're definitely losing him for a month.
yeah.
So
Um,
hold tight, the new keeper.
and I see that, Saeed. I see that, and then that's who we signed. Where are Manchester United finishing? So let me say that backed up goalkeeper Johnny
Why?
Evans, Hoiberg, Kokorea. Where are United finishing?
If it's that, then I didn't envisage that. My estimations were we go and get we go and get Amrabat and Gravenberch, and then we finish third. Um, I think finish fifth then. Fifth,
Are you serious? Fifth?
sixth, yeah, somewhere around there. If that's what's coming in, Cucurella, what's his name?
Hoiberg.
Hoiberg. Yeah, listen, man, that's bad. That's bad, man. You've actually, you know what the maddest thing is, yeah? Have United upgraded this summer apart from Onana? Apart from Onana signing, have United really upgraded?
No, we needed a younger striker, and we definitely think he's going to be. He's got
He's for the
potential.
future though.
Yeah, he's got potential.
It's not an upgrade right now. He's just one for the future.
Yeah. Listen, let me know in the chat where we're finishing. If Hoiberg and Kokorea comes in, I actually think I like Kokorea. Right, I'm not going to lie to you. I think he's a young player. I think Chelsea was too much in the headlights, club that in disarray, and I think he couldn't do what he did. Right, so
Bro, he's so bad on the ball,
let's go in the chat where Manchester United.
He's so physically, he's awful, Nurin. I don't know if you've seen him, man. Physically, he's awful.
Physically, okay.
Physically, he's awful,
And
Nuruddin.
you know how I like
I
my
hate to
players.
break it down.
I like my players to be physical. I love my defenders
Yep.
being physicality. It's not about what
That's what I'm
size
trying to
you
say
are.
to you.
It's not about the size you are. It's about the heart. It's about the heart. You
Yeah.
see, aggressive.
It's-
And when he played for
he's not
Brighton, he
aggressive.
was aggressive.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
All right, so I'll ask the same question again. But Amrabat,
Yeah.
Gravenberch, and Rico Lewis.
Rico Henry. Rico Henry.
Rico Henry.
Third.
Wow.
See how it changes? Yeah, it changes, man. That's upgrades.
It's almost Saeed's moving like it's like the last day, you know what? Like relegation, the relegation battle, when you're watching the last 90 minutes on that Sunday.
No, because you know what it is?
Where the table goes,
where
you go from 17th to you go to 19th. You know what I mean? From getting relegated, you're winning. And then the other relegation for that are losing. It's crazy.
It's with anything, Nuruddin, man. If Chelsea didn't buy all them players and whatnot, I think a lot of people would have put them in around that area of still 4th, 5th, but they've given them a chance. They got one game a week. You got to remember, guys, people have upgraded. People are now better. Teams are now better. We've got to be very, very serious, man. Like we've got to make sure we're on it, man. That's the only thing I look at United. Are we going to be on it? You've got to get yourself players, man. It's a long season, man. Long season. A lot of people they want to be positive at the start. I get it.
Yeah, if Hoiberg comes in for me, I think we're going Europa League, mate, because my guy is not even dead. My guy, listen, in that midfield, we're gonna have two slugs who can't move, who can't run.
But I think we're a cup team anyway.
I can't see it.
I see Man United as a cup team.
So it's not even about the cup team. I just look at it and I just think, where is this style of football? What are we doing? Where's the confusion? Listen, by the way, I'll ask the last question, Saeed. Last question before we wrap this up.
Yeah.
And I'll answer it myself as well, but I'll ask you first.
Yeah, go on.
Manchester United is a football club where a manager is never allowed to make mistakes in the transfer because of the fans' expectations, because of the size of the club, because all this that we're thinking we're that football club, Saeed. We're not. Saeed, we're just like a Spurs, like a Villa, like a Brighton. We're not even a Brighton. And they all, Spurs, Villa, and Brighton have got better directors of football and better recruitment strategy than Manchester United. You see what Villa are doing?
Yeah.
See what Villa done in the transfer window?
Yeah.
So every manager, by the way, is not science, yeah? But with analytics and that, you can really limit the scope of error, right?
Max.
With analytics and having a really good decisive team around you.
Yeah.
But is Eric Ten Hag, would he be allowed to make like Pep Guardiola was allowed, like Jurgen Klopp was allowed? Would he be allowed to make those bad transfer mistakes? Fergie had a lot of credit in the bank, but Fergie signed some horrendous studs.
Yeah. Cleberson. There was a lot. Jemba. There was a lot of bad signings Fergie made. But
Bellion.
Bellion. Yeah.
What's the guy that played in the World Cup, homeless World Cup? Got found in the homeless World Cup. Big up to him, by the way. He had a career in Spain. The Portuguese lad.
Who's that?
He had the career in Spain, mate.
Oh, yeah. What's his name? Rossi. Well, he was part of that academy, wasn't he?
Rossi. No, we're talking about the other guy. Remember?
Bebe. Yeah, Bebe. Yeah. Bebe. We bought it for, how much did we buy it for, by the way? 20 million.
Saeed, I think that was a straight up bung, by the way.
Oh, that was one of Ronaldo's, what do you call it? Recommendations. Recommendations by Ronaldo, mate. I'm telling you now.
Ronaldo got a bonus on that. Ronaldo still living off the bonus of that alone.
Listen, he's living off that bonus, mate. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Is he still playing right now, by the way?
Listen, you know what? He went and had a decent career, to be fair, in Spain. I'm not going to lie to you. He's banging in goals. I remember tuning into La Liga, and I don't know who he played for, but he was banging in goals. I saw him, and I'm like, he's not the guy that he never showed us that level of talent at Manchester United. Listen,
he plays for Vallecano. He plays for Vallecano still.
Yeah,
there's
350 of you in here. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. So, hey, let the people know what you're live today. You're live today?
Yeah, 5 p.m. people. 5 p.m. I'm live. I'm gonna do some washing now. I'm gonna do some washing. Get the clothes washed. And yeah, 5 p.m. I'm back. So yeah, tune in, people.
What
And
show?
I'll
What you
see you
do? What
later.
show is that? What show is that?
Best of the rest. Best of the rest.
Best of the rest, right? Make sure you tune into that, people. Saeed is live at 5. This has been your pod, mate. Real, raw, red. And at the end of the day, if Manchester United do sign Hoiberg, we're in the mud. We're in the mud, people. Mark my words.
Comedy SC. Here we go.
Here we go. This is what I swear. Listen, and I can't wait for Friday because it's going to be laughing jokes, people. It
Mate.
is. But
And by the way, yeah, you know, Danny messaged me. Yeah, what did he message me? He said, I want to come. I'm free 1st of September, and for transfer review, we need to have a conversation. He sent that message to me on the 9th of August. I said, ha ha, say no more. So listen, if he's not there on the first,
devil in the detail, man. Go and check out the
podcast.
podcast. Go on, No Agenda podcast. Go and check that out.
No agenda, yeah.
Go and check out.
He said, we're gonna have a,
Mondays.
and he was insinuating that was a great window. And listen, we'll find out. We'll give him his due praises.
He went too early, Saturday. I love him, but he went too early. Well, let's see if he's the man of his word, innit? Make sure you send that invitation for that video. You send it back to him.
Definitely.
Oh my God! Listen, big up, Saeed. Listen, Saeed, look after yourself. Take it easy, man. Take it easy, bro. Manchester United do it too, man. My guy's getting toothache, eye ache. You know what I mean? Sinuses all in the mess.
It's crazy.
Manchester United will do it to you, though, innit? That's what happens. The fan base, the Manchester United are suffering while people are laughing. But big up to my brother here, Judge Tuana says, Spin FC, the only way to get sold is a terrible season. If we keep winning, these seasons won't go anywhere. There'll be pressure to sell. Saeed, is that genuinely that's conspiracy theory? Ten Hag is doing this madness to get rid of the Glazers.
Oh my God, no, I can't be, man, because he'll be back in Holland, mate. You know what I mean? So they'll sack him, man. You know what it is? Every single time they do that, they'll sack him before you. They've done it, man. Mourinho's tried it. Some of the managers have tried it. They sack you, man. Van Gaal tried it. He tried to call the club out. Bro, as long as you call the club out, you're done, man. You're done for. You'll be gone.
The only credit I'm giving is signing Højlund, and Højlund is the only because we needed a young striker for a long time. We were doing that. We were getting Zimmer Frame FC was too much for me to handle.
Zimmer Frame FC, yeah. I can take
Manchester United cannot go, Saeed, without a transfer with Zimmer Frame FC. They can't go one transfer without signing an elderly geezer. Man on the walking sticks, But it is what it is. Love and light, people. Listen, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you go and check out Saeed TV across all social media, all socials. Go and check that out, and go and check out the Straight Jacket podcast, which we filmed yesterday. Big up to all of you. Saeed's live best of the rest at 5 o'clock. Catch
5 p.m.
I'm your host, Mr. Structure. Catch us, hopefully, maybe on Thursday when we do I'm going to try to get one of the Arsenal boys. What's your brethren called again? I forgot your brethren. He's Mubsy. Mubsy. Get Mubsy, man. Yeah, Mubsy, man. I want to do a
Premsy, you mean Premsy?
Yeah, Premsy. Yeah, I want to do a.
All right. I'll get him for you. I'll get him for you.
Yeah. I want to do a preview on Thursday for the Arsenal game for me, which is going to be a mad one, mate. Thank God it's an international break after that. Honestly.
Thank God.
But love and light, people. Win, lose or draw. Glazers out, bankers out, and everybody who props the Glazers as well. Merta out. Richard Arnold out. Simple for me. If you're not propping them, get the hell out of the way. Get the hell out of the way so we expose the club for what it is. But take care, people. We'll catch you on Thursday. Peace, love, light. Peace.
Peace.
Big up, bro.